Okay guys, how's it going? Burkround88 coming to the YouTube video. I'm going to take a minute to step away from what's going on with the hut rewards and everything like that. Even though we got squad battle rewards coming out, and I'm sure it's going to be like Rivals where everything changes. In this video, what we're going to talk about is the total controls. I've had some questions about the dekes, what to do, how to use them, and just how the controls work and how everything can be done so you know how to do it. So I'm going to go over the dekes, I'm going to go over how the total control works, the changes, and we're just gonna mess around and free skate so you guys can see how everything works. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. Hit in the comment section down below if you're still using Total Control or if you really do enjoy it. If you don't like it, if you're waiting for hybrid, what you're doing. Don't forget to hit that sub and notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. Well, let's get into it, guys. I hope you do enjoy it. Okay, so we're first gonna start with the 4 one-button dekes. And what those are is you got your simple toe drag, which you have to point this at the goalie. If you don't point your body at the goalie, depending on the hand, then it's gonna miss. It's just gonna fire the puck the way that it's just gonna fire the puck the direction you're facing. So what we're gonna see is we're gonna get ourselves to the side, and as your player drifts away, you still want that puck and stick facing the net. So if I was to come in on this side and try to do the toe drag, it would fire it to the corner. That's what I'm saying. You want your stick and your face at the goalie. And that's how you do the backhand toe drag with square or X on Xbox. Okay, now we're going to do the one-hand deke. This is more for breakaways and penalty shots, but you're going to tear away from the goalie and the puck's going to go to the side. It's a long, drawn-out animation, but as you're coming away from the goalie, you're going to tap it, and that's going to pull the stick around. Now, it's a straight-on animation, so how you come at it is how it's going to do it. You can come away at the goalie as many times as you want, and it goes away from the way you're skating. I went backhand there because I was skating away from the right. So because I'm skating away from the right, it does the one-hand tuck on the right side. So whatever way, when you press the button, whatever way you drift your skater is the way the one-hand tuck will go. The opposite way, sorry, is what I meant. So that's the one-hand tuck. And the one-hand tuck is X on PlayStation or A on Xbox. Now what we're going to do is the through-the-leg shot. The through-the-leg shot is one much like the backhand toe drag. You have to aim it. If I was to stand just like this and do the between-the-leg shot, it would go off to where the stick is pointing. So because when you put the stick between your legs, it points at the goalie, it shoots that way, towards the goalie. But let's say I face the boards this way, and the stick's gonna come through my legs, it should be firing it against the boards off in the far corner, which it does. So to do that, you press circle or B on Xbox and you point it. So you'll come down and you'll flip it on net. That's all you do. You just gotta make sure you're pressing the circle button, pointed at the goalie kind of, and it'll get it on net. Now, the one most popularly used in NHL right now is the Michigan or lacrosse deke, lacrosse goal, however you want to word it. There is a forehand, which is physically possible, I guess you could say, but it just doesn't look right, or I don't think it's been pulled off. If I'm wrong, put that in the comment section below. But here we go. So backhand, you're going to see I'm coming at the goalie with my backhand to the face of the net. And that's how you know you're going to get the backhand animation where you're going to do the true lacrosse goal where it actually kind of looks like a lacrosse goal. And it all comes down to timing where when you press Y, you want to be at the side of the net, and it's that easy. That was first take, first try. And I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm saying it's that easy to do. Now, for the forehand lacrosse goal, you're going to have your forehand facing at the net. When you do it, this one's a little harder because your player does a full wrap. He sends his body 180, so you got to kind of lean yourself around to get him to do that flip. You see how he pulls the puck well around him? He's trying to tuck that top corner, and you just need to try to get it right. And when you get it right, it'll go in, but see how I'm struggling because I'm not doing it close enough to the net, but if you do it too close to the net, he runs into the back of the net. The forehand one is a lot harder to do. As you see, I'm just trying attempt after attempt after attempt. And it's a lot harder to do. If you're going to do it, you want to get used to the backhand one because the backhand one is easier to do. Now that I did it in one attempt, I'm going to butcher the backhand one, but it's a lot easier to do the backhand one. I hit the side of the net there. It's just timing. and getting used to it. Now, as for your loose puck dekes and your windmill dekes and all that, that is still the same as last year. Loose puck deke, you just tap the L1 or left bumper if you're Xbox. That's how you do the loose puck deke. And then to do the board deke, same thing. You just tap the left bumper or L1. So if you're coming up the boards and you notice somebody's gonna hip check you or pin you, just tap it and you'll do that. And then you got your windmill deke, which is just throwing the stick over the body in front of you. You tap the loose puck deke at the same time as going to the left on the thumbstick, or 9 o'clock on the thumbstick. That's how you do the windmill deke. And then the windmill deke to the right is the same thing. You just tap the bumper and pull it to the right, or 3 o'clock on the thumbstick. That's your forehand, your backhand, depending on your shooter, right-handed or left-handed. And then to bounce the puck off your skate, same thing, is your loose puck deke, right? Your bumper, and then you pull the stick down. That's how you bounce it off your skate. So if you were coming around and you wanted to throw a deke on the goalie, you could try that. That throws it off the skate and gives you an option at, trying something fun and getting a goal that way. And then the jump one is how we're going to finish it off with the analog stick deking. Is, again, bumper and up on the joystick. And all this is on the right joystick, I mind you. So up on the right joystick is how you jump. Now you could mix them together if you wanted, where you windmill, you skate, kick, goal. Now I know that probably happened a little quick, so I'll just try to show it again, where when I'm coming around, you windmill a defender, and then you kick it to your skate, back up to your stick, and then in the net. It's a way to mess with it and have some fun. Go into practice mode, try it out. And then the drop pass is R1. You let everything go. That's all it is. R1 or right bumper on Xbox. When I'm skating, you're going to notice my hand comes off the thumbstick, and I just tap the R1. If I leave my hand on the thumbstick, it becomes a sauce pass. So you got to take your hand off the left thumbstick to get that drop animation. Or it'll just be a sauce. Now you can still back skate in the offensive zone. It's just not as powerful as it was last year, but it is still in the game. You can come in, back skate around, and try to get your goals. Come around the net, cut back, have some fun with it, right? You can use your back skate to get around defenders, and that is just your left trigger or your L2. Pass is still the same, and manual deke is still the same as skill stick. You use your manual deke, left, right, left, right, left, right. And if you want to pass it, like you see I'm holding down on the right trigger, or R2, that's how you pass. This can be a fun goal in NHL 24 where you cut in low, you come around the goalie. So now we'll look at that and I'll explain what happened there. So what I'm going to do is when I'm coming down the boards, I'm going to be coming out at the start of the trap. You see me coming out here now. And then I'm getting as tight into the goalie. So he butterflies, he keeps himself tight and conservative. You see how tight he is right here? And then when you whip around, you can get it around that low pad because he's not spread out. As we know, the goalies in NHL 24 are hard. They spread out wide and they cover a lot of ground. So if you stay tight to him in this situation, you can slip it by him without him spreading out, which is the exact animation that he's in right now. If you were too far away from the goalie, he'd spread out and make that save. So if you are trying to learn Total Control, guys, I hope this helped if you had any questions. Or if you're having trouble scoring, I hope that goal helps. It's fun to mess around with. Same with the lacrosse goal. The lacrosse goal is hard to get on Superstar, on Squad Battles. It's hard to get online. They're both very achievable. I've gotten them both. Squad Battles is easier than online because online players have been watching it for a couple of days now and they very much expect it. So when you get behind the net and your player goes down, the online player forces you. So you have to find a player that is just sitting in front of their net, not ready for it, or you catch them on an off look. But that's how you do the lacrosse. That's how you do everything with the Total Control. If you have any questions, leave that in the comment section down below and I'll answer them as best possible. If you're having a problem with Total Control on the right thumbstick, guys, I made a video on remapping your controller to move that out of there so that doesn't happen. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. Till next time, ciao, ciao.